welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this episode today, we are making one of my favorites, my zucchini lasagna recipe. I'm so excited to bring this recipe to you today. It's vegan and gluten-free, and it's still so cozy and comforting, perfect for the cooler months or if you just want something warm and cozy for dinner. The base of it is zucchini. Obviously, we're going to be thinly slicing these to make nice layers, and we're going to be layering them between a vegan Bolognese. We have some lentils here for a little bit of protein, and then we're also going to be adding a vegan cheese sauce and topping with vegan mozzarella. So really delicious layers going on here all around. It's such a cozy and comforting dish, and I really think you're gonna love it. So let's get started. We're gonna start by thinly slicing this zucchini. We want them to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm gonna be using my mandolin for this because it's just so much easier, but you can definitely do this by hand. I just wanna get rid of the tops and bottoms so that it slices a little bit easier as I pass it through the mandolin. We're gonna start at the top, and we're just gonna make these really thin layers. So as you can see, it is just so easy to use a mandolin. I'm actually gonna include a link to this in the notes below if you wanna buy one. Like I said, you can definitely use a knife, but you can see this was so quick. For the next step, I'm gonna take a kitchen towel. You can also use a paper towel, and I'm just going to layer the zucchini on top of the kitchen towel to sort of absorb some of the water. The zucchini holds a lot of water content, and when we're baking it, we really want to kind of get rid of some of that water so that we don't end up with like a soggy, sloppy mess. One thing I really love about this recipe is that this zucchini lasagna is not soggy, which is a common problem that people run into. So getting rid of some of that water is key. We're gonna layer this out on a baking tray now, and I'm actually gonna broil them in the oven for 3 minutes on each side. This is really gonna allow that steam to kind of release and get more water content out of it. I've got 2 trays here. You can always use a third if you're finding things a little bit tight. I'm gonna put these in the oven on broil to just kind of release that steam, like I said. Okay, so these are flipped, but I'm gonna do a second broil for the other side to release more steam. So these are nice and steamed. It's released a lot of water content, as you can see. I'm just gonna put this back onto my kitchen towel, or you can use paper towel, just to absorb any more of that excess moisture. We're gonna start by cooking our lentils. I have my cooked lentils here already. I just did them in a pot of boiling water. 1/2 cup of lentils uncooked will make 1.5 cups cooked lentils, which is what we need for this recipe. I've got my raw cashews here, and I'm going to be adding my hot water, and we're just gonna be soaking this until we're ready to use it. So we're just gonna make a really quick and simple vegan Bolognese to go in this recipe. I have my tomato sauce here. We're also gonna be adding those cooked lentils that I was talking about before, and then some tomato paste, salt, garlic, and lemon. Okay, so now we're gonna put together our vegan cheese sauce. So this is gonna be cashew based. So I've also got a store-bought vegan mozzarella. I grated this myself. Sometimes it's hard to kind of know which vegan mozzarella to buy at the grocery store. The one I'm using is the Miyoko's brand. This isn't sponsored. I just really love this mozzarella, so I highly recommend it for this recipe. Of course, you can use whatever you can find at the grocery store, and often you can find it pre-grated, so you can skip that step if it's already grated. I have everything prepared now, so all we need to do now is assemble the lasagna. We're gonna start by adding the Bolognese to the casserole dish. Now we'll add a layer of the zucchini. Now we're gonna add the cheese sauce. And finally, some of the mozzarella. Okay, I'm gonna do that all over again. first covered, and then I'm gonna uncover it and bake it so that the top can get a little bit golden. So this zucchini lasagna smells absolutely divine. I have let it sit for about 20 minutes. I really want those layers to kind of solidify, and after 20 minutes, it's still gonna be warm. It just won't be like piping hot that it burns your mouth. Oh my God, this is so good. Honestly, you really don't need normal noodles. This zucchini noodle gives the exact same feel as a traditional lasagna. Entirely gluten-free, lower carb, vegan. This lasagna is amazing. Oh, and not soggy.